Leaper Devotee Service. On hearing the news of Baba's hand being burnt from Shama Madhav Rao Deshpande, Mr. Nana Sahib Chandorkar, accompanied by the famous Dr. Parmanand of Mumbai with his medical outfit consisting of ointments, lint and bandages etc., rushed to Shirdi and requested Baba to allow Dr. Parmanand to examine the arm and dress the wound caused by the burn. This was refused. Since that day, the burnt arm was dressed by Bhagoji Shinde, a leaper devotee. His treatment consisted in massaging the burnt part with ghee and then placing a leaf over it and bandaging it tightly. Mr. Nana Sahib Chandorkar solicited Baba many a time to unfasten the bandages, get the wound examined, dressed and treated by Dr. Parmanand with the object that it may heal fast. Dr. Parmanand himself made similar requests, but Baba postponed it by saying that Allah was his doctor and did not allow his arm to be examined. Dr. Parmanand's medicines were not exposed to the air of Shirdi and they remained intact, but he had the good fortune of getting a darshan of Baba. Bhagoji was allowed to treat the hand daily. After some days the arm healed and all were happy. Still we do not know whether any trace of pain was left or not. Every morning Bhagoji went through his program of untying the bandages, massaging the arm with ghee and tightly bandaging it again. This went on till Sai Baba's Samadhi, death. Sai Baba, a perfect Siddh as he was, did not really want this treatment, but out of love for his devotee he allowed the Upasana service of Bhagoji to go on uninterrupted all along. When Baba started for Lendi, Bhagoji held an umbrella over him and accompanied him. Every morning when Baba sat near the post close to the dhuni, Bhagoji was present and started his service. Bhagoji was a sinner in his past birth. He was suffering from leprosy. His fingers had shrunk. His body was full of pus and smelling badly. Though outwardly he seemed so unfortunate, he was really very lucky and happy, for he was the premier servant of Baba and got the benefit of his company. Master Kaparde's plague case. I shall now relate another instance of Baba's wonderful Leela. Mrs. Kaparde, the wife of Mr. Dada Sahib Kaparde of Amravati, was staying at Shirdi with her young son for some days. One day the son got high fever which further developed into bubonic plague. The mother was frightened and felt most uneasy. She thought of leaving the place for Amravati and went near Baba in the evening when he was coming near the Vada, now Samadhi Mandir, in his evening rounds for asking his permission. She informed him in a trembling tone that her dear young son was down with plague. Baba spoke kindly and softly to her, saying that the sky is beset with clouds, but they will disperse and pass off and everything will be smooth and clear. So saying, he lifted up his kafni up to the waist and showed to all present 4 fully developed buboes as big as eggs and added, "See how I have to suffer for my devotees. Their difficulties are mine." Seeing this unique and extraordinary deed, the people were convinced as to how the saints suffer pains for their devotees. The heart of the saint is softer than wax. It is soft in and out as butter. They love their devotees without any idea of gain and regard them as their true relatives. Going to Pandharpur. I shall now close this chapter after relating a story illustrating how Sai Baba loved his devotees and anticipated their wishes and movements. Mr. Nana Sahib Chandorkar, who was a great devotee of Baba, was Mamlatdar at Nand Darbar in Khandesh. He got an order of transfer to Pandharpur. His devotion to Sai Baba bore fruit as he got an order to go and stay at Pandharpur, which is regarded as the Bhuvai Kund, heaven on the earth. Nana Sahib had to take immediate charge, so he left for the place without even writing or informing anybody at Shirdi. He wanted to give a surprise visit at Shirdi, his Pandharpur, see and salute his Vithoba Baba, and then proceed further. Nobody knew of Nana Sahib's departure for Shirdi, but Sai Baba knew all about this as his eyes were everywhere, omniscient. As soon as Nana Sahib approached Neemgaon, a few miles from Shirdi, there was a stir in the masjid at Shirdi. Baba was sitting and talking with Malsapati, Appa Shinde and Kashiram, when he at once said, "Let us all 4 do some bhajan. The doors of Pandhari are open. Let us sing merrily." Then they began to sing in chorus, the bhav of the song being, I have to go to Pandharpur and I have to stay on there, for it is the house of my Lord. Baba sang and the devotees followed him. After a short while, Nana Sahib came there with his family, prostrated himself before Baba and requested him to accompany them to Pandharpur and stay with them there. This solicitation was not necessary, as the devotees told Nana Sahib that Baba was already in the mood of going to Pandharpur and staying there. Hearing this, Nana Sahib was moved and fell at Baba's feet. Then, after getting Baba's permission, Udi, sacred ash and blessings, Nana Sahib left for Pandharpur. There is no end to Baba's stories, but let me now stop here, reserving for the next chapter other topics such as the importance of human life, Baba's living on alms, Baijabai's service and other stories. Bow to Sri Sai. Peace be to all.